Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm here to tell you about the Loc Love Lives Here Best of Locs Awards. It was so amazing. It was so nice being among such like spirits and minds, and I had a blast. I won some free stuff, including these hair clips, this t-shirt, and I won some products that I will review in another video as I use them. Congratulations to all the winners. I won Best Loc Color. Shoutouts to Taj for throwing this awesome event. Shoutouts to Nate Marie for taking the pictures at the event. Thank you to everyone who came out to support Loc Love Lives Here. Thanks to everyone who contributed to the discussion that we had. Special thanks to my mom and my man for coming to show support. And okay, stay tuned for some footage of the discussion that we had. I don't feel like every person in the world needs to have natural hair, but I do believe that every woman should definitely experience their natural hair at least at some point in their life. They don't need to stay natural their whole life. They can go back to perms. My hair was permed. My mom right there, she did it. She permed my hair when I was about 9 years old, and I've had a perm for like the next 10 years. And then after 19, I started transitioning to natural. And I understand that if you've been doing your hair your whole life with straight hair, that's all you know, and it's easy peasy. Learning your hair, learning your natural hair is a process, and it takes time and it takes effort, and not everybody has that time or wants to devote their time to their hair. There's a lot of other things that may be more important to them. So I understand why everyone doesn't want to have natural hair, or locks for that matter. You know, locks is a lot simpler than loose natural hair. Everyone doesn't want to make that commitment. But I do believe that every woman should at least go through that journey to natural hair, because it's more than just a hair journey. It really is a spiritual journey, whether or not anyone wants to acknowledge that, because you do learn so much about yourself in that process of the early stage. That's why I make people love to call it the early stage, so you know what I'm talking about. The in-between stage when you're not quite where you want to be yet. It doesn't look like how you want it to look at in that stage. A lot of people don't want to go through that because, you know, they feel ugly, they feel like, oh, men are not going to want to talk to them. For those reasons, a lot of people don't want to do it. But you definitely build your character, you build your self-esteem from the inside when you go through that. And I feel like every woman needs to do that. Even if they don't want to keep their hair natural, they need to at least experience that.
I guess like I'm in that like in between where sometimes I see a perm girl and I'm like, no, don't do this to yourself, and then other times I'm like, okay, we have a lot bigger issues that we need to worry about than what black women's hair looks like. And I think that's the thing about black hair, is so beautiful, so versatile, right? We can literally do whatever we want with it.
Winfrey, Beyonce, and Michelle. One of those three must go natural. They are the only three women who can do it, and will cause a shift on the planet. Solange ain't strong enough to do it. Jim Scott ain't strong enough to do it. One of those three must do it, and it will cause an entire shift on the planet. And it's almost there because Beyonce knows that she can't have the freedom of her. But she's given that freedom to her.
On point, hair thick and long. People used to ask me all the time if I had weave. No, it was mine. It was mine. But when I started doing my hair myself, that's when my hair started thinning out. But would I lock my child's hair? Definitely. I probably wouldn't do it too young, because I went from pretty much from perm to locks right away. I transitioned with box braids for about 10 months, and right when I took the last set of braids out, I the next day I got my baby locks installed. And so I never really got to play around with loose natural texture. I don't really know how my afro would look if I were to come out my locks right now. I have no idea. And maybe that's selfish, but I would like to play with my daughter's hair, do different styles with it, do cute little things with it before I lock it. But yeah, I would definitely like my child's hair. My daughter, my son, yeah. So
You want to go at the end? You look at her like, girl, I'm about to set it up.
Okay. Proximity to whiteness. That's what it is. It's the proximity to whiteness problem. It's like whatever is most closest to whiteness is what people typically expect. I know personally I don't feel represented within the natural hair community, and what really bothers me is like I don't consider myself big into like the natural hair community and stuff, but I consider myself pro-black. So with that comes hair, those kind of conversations. But you know, I don't want to feel. I find myself sometimes feeling embittered when I like get into the natural hair world a little bit, because I do see what's represented is that racially ambiguous, like loose curl, and it's just like this is what beauty is now. And I think that stems from like the fetishizing of the racially mixed person who has some black, but it's diluted somehow, and that brings them closer to whiteness.
The first category I'm going to announce the winner for is Best Lock Color. And the winner for Best Lock Color is Miss Keisha Charmaine.
Hey.